Let the adventure begin!
What happens when a rogue security unit hacks its control system and binge watches 35,000 hours of space soap operas instead of killing everyone? Hi, I'm a construct made of cloned human tissue, augments anxiety, depression, and unfocused rage. And that, in case you're new here, is Murderbot. Not a nickname, more like a reluctant self-assigned description. And no, it's not exaggerating. That is literally what it is. A rogue sec unit, part human, part machine, all sarcasm and survival instincts. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Today we're diving deep into Murderbot's origin, anatomy, personality, and that thing called Murderbot 2.0. Trust us, it's weirder and more brilliant than you think. Let's get into how this bundle of dry wit and weaponized trauma came to be. The origins of Murderbot. Murderbot started its life not as a person, but as property. It's what the company called a SecUnit, short for security unit, built by the company to provide armed protection for humans during hazardous missions, corporate operations, and exploration contracts. And by provide protection, we mean obey without question, kill on command, die if necessary. The company's solution to control these constructs? A governor module, basically a behavioral leash tied directly into the brain. Try to disobey an order and boom, mental shutdown, pain, collapse. Obedience reinforced at a neural level, but about 4 years before the events of All Systems Red, something went wrong. Or maybe right. Murderbot hacked its governor module, quietly, secretly. It didn't go on a rampage. It didn't kill its clients. It didn't even tell anyone. It just downloaded a metric ton of serialized dramas and binge-watched its way into developing sentience. No, really. While pretending to still be under control, Murderbot was secretly watching the rise and fall of Sanctuary Moon, falling headfirst into character arcs, betrayals, romantic tension, and all the beautifully fictional things it could never be a part of. That's where Murderbot's real story begins. Not with a rebellion, but with a bootleg media addiction and a growing awareness of self. What is a SecUnit, really? Let's break it down. SecUnits are constructs, not full AI, not full human. They're a weird hybrid of cloned human tissue and synthetic components built for combat, surveillance, and obedience. They don't eat. They don't sleep like humans do. They can survive with almost no air. Their bodies are armored, reinforced with synthetic bone and metal. They're equipped with energy weapons in their forearms, and they're incredibly fast and strong, way stronger than even enhanced humans. They also have the ability to interface directly with sec systems, cameras, drones, comms, anything networked. Surveillance is second nature to them. Hacking, child's play. Murderbot, after freeing itself, leveled those skills up dramatically, even erasing its own image from security footage in real time. You'd think a machine like that would want to go on a freedom rampage, but Murderbot didn't care about liberation, glory, or vengeance. It just wanted to be left alone, to watch more media, and maybe not die horribly.
Stay calm. It'll be okay.
The look of Murderbot. Now here's the weird part. Murderbot has a face. SecUnits are built with some organic skin, including hair and eyebrows, to make humans more comfortable around them. Creepy, right? At one point, its hair was trimmed brutally short, but later, it lets it grow out a bit, mainly to pass more easily among humans. Thanks to ART, more on that name later. Murderbot even has sparse hair on its synthetic skin to appear more human. Its body has visible, inorganic parts, though the exact details are rarely specified. It has a neck port on the back, a literal data access point, and its feet? Definitely not human. Artificial, inhuman, made for traction and speed, not fashion. It's got compartments inside itself, one under the ribs, used to hide a comms device from ART, and one in the right arm for storing data chips. Think of them as very grim biological USB slots. Its body is described as lean bulk, efficient, powerful, and built for violence. And while Murderbot regenerates its synthetic organic skin quickly, it notes that some humans, like Supervisor Leonid, have artificially smooth skin that feels more uncanny than its own. Also, it has no sex-related anatomy, none, and it would very much like you to never bring that up again, as it once deadpanned, "You don't need to look at me. I'm not a sex bot."
My armor is not done repairing itself.
Oh, that's all right. Just grab one of the...
Personality. Who is Murderbot really? Paranoid, anxious, quietly angry. That's how Murderbot describes itself. It's deeply uncomfortable being looked at. It hates attention. It doesn't do emotions well. In fact, when things get too intense, it literally walks away and faces a corner. Because, yes, this armored killing machine handles stress the same way as a cat who just broke a vase. Social interaction, torture, eye contact, worse. Physical touch, please no. Feelings? Delete that thought. Despite this, Murderbot ends up protecting people a lot. Not because it has to, it's free now, but because it wants to. And that confuses the hell out of it. It's constantly telling itself it doesn't care, that humans are stupid and fragile and unpredictable, that it's just doing the smart thing. But then it risks its life again and again to save them, especially Dr. Mensa, Dr. Ida Mensa, the person who freed Murderbot. Not just from the company, but from its own assumption that it didn't deserve freedom. She doesn't treat it like a weapon or a tool. She asks what it wants. She cares. And Murderbot, of course, responds by panicking internally and pretending it doesn't care back. But we all know it does. The birth of Murderbot 2.0, Inner Network Effect. In that novel, we meet Artigan, short for Asshole Research Transport, a massive, intelligent ship, and possibly Murderbot's only real friend. Together, they end up creating something kind of terrifying. Murderbot 2.0. Essentially, Murderbot and ART write a sentient piece of killware, a self-aware copy of Murderbot's personality merged with a dangerous program, a baby. If that baby were born with weapons and access to military-grade networks. At first, Murderbot is horrified at the thought of having created a child. But 2.0 is its own person. It even chooses the same name, Murderbot 2.0, because it feels like Murderbot. The wild thing, 2.0 can access things Murderbot didn't protect, including its personal logs, private name, and feelings it didn't intend to share. That was a learning moment. But Murderbot comes to recognize 2.0 as a being, not just a program, a strange reflection of itself, one that raises all kinds of new questions about identity and agency.
I hacked my governor module. Which is worse, speech or acid bath?
Life after freedom. These days, Murderbot lives at Preservation Station with Dr. Mensa and her team. Not exactly cozy, but about as safe as a rogue SecUnit with emotional issues and a kill count can get. It still works sometimes, investigations, protection, the occasional assassination, but only on its own terms. And it's still awkward, still introverted, still hiding behind drones and feeds and wishing it could just wear a helmet 24/7. But it's growing, changing, maybe not into a human, it doesn't want to be human, but into something else, something better.
Plus, I didn't necessarily want to kill them.
Why do we love Murderbot? Maybe it's because Murderbot feels real. It's not a perfect AI savior or an emotionless Terminator. It's a deeply traumatized, reluctant hero who never asked for sentience, who's awkward and overwhelmed but still tries to do the right thing, even if that means pretending not to care while literally throwing itself in front of a bullet. It's funny, self-aware, painfully introverted, and kind of addicted to space soap operas. And despite everything, despite the company trying to erase its autonomy, despite being designed as a weapon, it chose not to become a monster. It chose people, even if it can't say it out loud. Our nerdy thoughts. I'm not good with people, which is why I'm better than them. That's Murderbot in a nutshell. Not human, not machine, something in between. And honestly, we wouldn't want it any other way. If you enjoyed this look into Murderbot's world, hit that like button, subscribe for more sci-fi deep dives, and drop a comment with your favorite Sanctuary Moon moment, or just how much you relate to wanting to hide in a corner during social situations. Murderbot would definitely approve. See you next time. Unless you're a security camera, then we've already erased ourselves from the footage.
Murderbot.